Utopia of the Seas is the second largest cruise ship in the world, and today we're diving into what it's really like on board. As our very own content manager, Anna, hi Anna.
Hiya.
Is going to tell us her first-hand experience of her time on board, as well as her time at Royal Caribbean's private tropical island and Universal Studios.
I've never been on a ship that big before.
As this is a brand new package offering from Royal Caribbean and of course is fully bookable via us.
So let's jump right in. So hi Anna, thanks for joining us. I suppose let's just get straight to it. Let's talk about each day and how that was for you. Day one, do you want to talk us through what that was?
So yeah, flew over to Orlando, and then by the time we got in, it was the evening. So then we just checked into Cabana Bay, found our room, and then got ready for the next day, which was the VIP experience.
Yeah, talk us through that then. What does that mean exactly?
So I was like, oh, what does that mean as well? Because yeah, as I said, I've never done that type of thing before. So yes, we were led into Universal Orlando. We went to breakfast first, actually, at Lowe's Sapphire Falls. And so after breakfast, we took the boat over, we gave it a little talk, and then went into Universal Orlando. So we went to the right entrance, which I've never done, got our little VIP passes, and we were led around by some tour guides. And we got express passes for all the rides. I think we went on about 10 rides that day. All like the main attractions. Got to go on some of my favourite rides, which was like the Mummy and E.T. and all these really cool things. So that was really awesome on the first day. And we also got to see backstage as well, which obviously you don't get without the VIP experience. So that was really cool because you got to sort of see the outside of the sound stages, which as a film lover, I love to see. And yeah, walked around all the like backstage crew areas as well, which was really interesting.
You finished at Universal, and what hotel was you staying at again, sorry?
Universal's Cabana Bay. So it was the first time I'd ever stayed at a Universal hotel as well. So that was really cool because they've got the shuttle buses and all the little perks and stuff, like they can go in a bit earlier and things.
Did you eat in the hotel as well?
Yeah, so it has a like a marketplace of buffet area. So we went there for dinner one night and for breakfast as well for one of the days.
Are you looking for the ultimate family holiday? Planet Cruise has you covered with this epic combo. A Royal Caribbean cruise packaged with a Universal Orlando land stay, pre or post cruise. Hit the theme parks before or after your cruise with heart-pounding rides, as well as the magic of Harry Potter in Universal, plus wild water slides at Volcano Bay. Then set sail with Royal Caribbean, where the fun keeps going with water parks, laser tag, and jaw-dropping entertainment at sea. What's more is that most of these cruises also stop at the private island Perfect Day at CocoCay in the Bahamas. Exclusively for Royal Caribbean guests, offering everything from high-flying thrills like ziplining and towering water slides at Thrill Water Park, to laid-back luxury with infinity pools, cabanas and signature cocktails at Chill Island and Coco Beach Club. Flights and accommodation are all taken care of on this holiday. It's action-packed, it's unforgettable, and it's all bookable now with Planet Cruise.
We got to go to Volcano Bay, which was a real highlight for me because I haven't been there for several years. So that was a really good experience, walking around there, going on to the lazy river and relaxing on the beach. In the afternoon, we had a few hours to unwind in the room, which was really nice after a couple of really busy days. And then we went to the Mardi Gras parade, which was in Universal. So I'd never been to a parade at Universal before. I'd never been there during a theme. I've never gone at a time of year to experience that. Then we made our way over to NBC Sports Grill. And we had the typical chicken tenders, burgers and things like that. So it was a really nice sort of end to my time at Universal. Got up quite early to get over to Port Canaveral. I think we left the hotel about 9 o'clock and then got a coach over to the port, which was really cool as well because on the way we saw Kennedy Space Center, which is one of my favorite places out there. Yeah, just seeing the ship. I've never been on a ship that big before, so I'm only used to sort of the mid-size ships. Just pulling up and sort of getting into the port was just amazing.
Getting on board then, first impressions.
It didn't really feel like you were walking onto a cruise ship. It sort of felt like you were walking onto like a big hotel or something, just because of the amount of things around you. And I was like, I'm glad that I made a list of things that I wanted to do in the 3 days because, yeah, there was so much to do.
How was your stateroom?
Really nice. So I had a balcony stateroom, which was overlooking boardwalk. So I went in, I had a really nice bathroom and then a sofa and then a big bed. But it was lovely.
So yeah, talk us through your first day and night on board.
Yep. So to be fair, we spent most of the day at the Sail Away party events. And then on the first night, we had dinner at the main dining room. which was really nice. And yes, I had a 3-course meal, which was really good. And then we went over to the theatre and we saw a game show called Name That Tune. And normally I don't really go to the game shows, but I'm so glad that we did because I love music. So I was getting very competitive. Yeah, that was really good fun. But I was pretty tired after the first day. So I think I went back and relaxed after that. But it was just an amazing first day on board to sort of go and experience what there was and get a taster of it.
The next day you were at Nassau.
Yes, I've never been to the Bahamas, so that was really cool. Got into the dock and then I had a little explore of the port, had a little wander around the marketplace and things like that. And then, went back onto the boat.
So, yeah, talk us through where you ate.
Yeah, no, Chops Grill was really good. It's just off Central Park, which was a really nice area of the ship that I loved. So we went for a drink at the Trellis Bar first and then made our way over the Chops Grill. And we all had share sides and then each a steak. So really nice meal. And then that evening was finished off with performance in the Aqua Theatre. So we got to see a show called Aqua 82, which was unlike anything I've ever seen on a cruise ship before. It was amazing. That was definitely, I think, the highlight for me.
Okay, so that brings us on to perfect day at CocoCay. I think you can say either way, can't you?
That was, I've written about that since I've worked here, and to see it in real life was amazing. So as soon as we got off the ship, we got off quite early, did the group photo in front of it, and got to go over to Hideaway Beach. So that's the adults only bit of the island, which you need a special pass for. So as part of the package, we were given one of these, which was very cool. And took a shuttle bus over to there, spent a few hours relaxing on the beach, and then we moved over to the Thrill water park.
Talk us through the Thrill water park then.
So we started off in the wave pool, so it started us off a little bit easier, and then went out to Daredevil's Peak. It was terrifying, but really fun. It's the tallest water slide in North America, or the most intense water slide I've ever been on, but in a good way. It was really, really fun.
What was your favourite aspect then of CocoCay?
My favourite aspect, I would say, I really liked the adults only sections, the Hideaway Beach. It was really fun. And that was probably my favourite part. However, I did love, as scared as I was to do it, I did love the slide, the Daredevil's Peak.
That brings us to your evening back on board.
So I had something different that night. So I started with French onion soup, which I'd never tried before, which was really good. And then I had this chicken curry, which was really good. And then I had a key lime pie, which I've never had either. And I thought, where I was in the world, I feel like I needed to try it. So then we went to the Studio B to see a ice skating performance, which was, again, really cool to witness that on a cruise ship, because I'd never seen that on a cruise ship before either.
So that brings us to the disembarkation day. So how was your final day?
Yeah, so it was really nice and smooth. So we got off the ship quite early and then made our way over to the coach, and we were taken back to Orlando, where we got to experience the premium outlets and the Florida Mall. So to sort of spend the last day doing that was really cool. You could get in the last minute bits that I wanted to buy, and really nice way to end the trip.
Well, it does sound like you had an absolutely amazing time. What were your highlights then?
So to start off with, Universal. So Universal Studios, as I said, I'm a massive film fan. So going around that again and just going on all the different rides, it's just so nostalgic for me. So that was definitely a highlight. Another highlight for me would probably be the Mardi Gras parade. So I haven't done that before. So it was really cool to be there at a time of year when there was like a themed event. Because I usually, when I've gone before, I've gone in the summer and there's not really been like an event going on. Apart from that, entertainment wise on the ship, Aqua Theatre show, amazing. Loved that, to see all that. That was definitely a highlight of the cruise, as well as perfect day at CocoCay.
Do you realize I asked you for your highlight and you pretty much just said the whole holiday. So so that pretty much sums that up. Amazing. So have you got any tips for first time Utopia guests?
Yes, so the first one would be to download the Royal Caribbean app. So if you wanted to book any specialty restaurants, this is where you do it. Book any shows, this is where you do it. This would have your drinks package information, everything you need for your cruise, and also for check-in as well. So that is definitely my first tip. Get the Royal Caribbean app. I would recommend getting a drinks package as well, because that gives you a lot more variety of alcoholic drinks, hot drinks, and soft drinks as well. There are obviously the different packages available which you can choose from, but I would just recommend that because it's ease of mind if you ever fancy a drink. Another one would be on perfect day at CocoCay is to get off early. So it does get busy. So I recommend getting off the ship as soon as you can, as soon as you dock, and then you get a better chance of getting a sun lounger. So especially if you want to go over to the adults only Hideaway beach or the family friendly area, which can also get busy, I would get off the ship early for that as well. Another tip would be to make a list of must-do activities. There is loads of things to do on board, so you want to make sure that you can tick off all your must-dos, such as, for me, was the ultimate Abyss dry slide, and to go to the aqua theatre show and things like that. So I would make a list before you go of all the things that you want to tick off and experience whilst you're on board.
Thank you so much. That was really, really good. Not jealous at all. Would love to go on it.
Definitely would recommend it. So yes, very, very lucky to experience that.
Thank you.